Good room today. Jim Florentine in studio, Dan Soder in studio. Jimmy's on his way to L.A., so you're going to hear him all over the place in the next day or two. He's definitely doing Joe Rogan's podcast today, then Adam Carolla maybe tomorrow.
Kevin and Bean
tomorrow.
Bill
Burr, and our friend Kevin Pollak as well. Are you guys in the Kevin Pollak movie?
No, I don't know Kevin Pollak.
Awkward.
So, starting to think about that fourth meal.
I'll tell you why it's awkward. It's all about comedy. Awkward.
I'm not in Voss's movie. Voss and Bonnie's movie.
What?
Their movie. I wasn't interviewed for it. I don't care.
They didn't interview you for
No,
you would have been perfect for that.
I know, but I don't know. For some reason, they didn't. But
wow, I wonder what that's
not bothered.
about.
No, it wasn't anything like, he's not going to be good for it.
So you guys don't like each other.
No,
when did that start?
Because they could have easily interviewed me and then go, we're just going to cut him and go, look, we got to cut it.
They didn't even interview you.
No, but I don't care.
I should know that. I've seen the movie probably 10 times already. I might be
10?
A producer on it.
Okay, all right.
I might be the
maybe.
See, then you had a say in it. You had a say in it. You could have put in the good word.
I might have bankrolled the whole fucking thing. I want my money back. You said I was going to be in festivals, Rich. No shit. Humana. The fuck. Nah, it'll do well.
It's a great movie.
You know, I look like, I'm 20 in it because they filmed it so long ago. Then people are going to see me on the street and go, wow, you look like shit.
What
no, I
happened
just
in the last
aged.
year? You're really taking this Anthony thing tough.
Right. They filmed the damn thing 5 years ago at this point, I think. Anyway, there were a few other things that happened during the break. I really just want to go home, but there's too much going on here. We learned during the break about the Taco Bell ring set.
Jesus.
People are very mad that we went to the Liv Moss Taco Bell store, and we didn't talk about the ring set. What is the ring set?
Well, it's like it could be a his and hers.
Who the fuck would buy this? Now I see what it is.
The same people that bought collectible plates.
You know how you got like those rings, I forgot what they were called, where you have half the heart and she has the other half?
Yeah, like a locket?
What are they called? Like there was a name for them, whatever. Anyway, Taco Bell's doing the same thing here, guys, but she gets the taco. I would assume she gets the taco part, all right?
Depending on how,
Okay.
You give her the taco.
So you have the taco ring, and she has the taco ring, and you have the bell ring. Who would do this?
Nobody would do that.
Who would do this?
I want to meet the person that does and the rationale behind it. If it's not a joke, I want to meet the person that seriously was like, this is a good...
It can't be.
Hold on.
Can't
There's
be anybody
one
else.
person that's
Maybe
like,
one. Maybe one that his girlfriend, maybe they met at Taco Bell, so he decided to, but even that...
Get that Taco Bell pussy.
Even the girl has to shoot that down and go, that's fucking corny.
Right.
Or classless.
You know damn well Kristen in Atlanta thinks it's corny. We know that. She's like, I stopped talking about food. Get back to pussy.
Why y'all keep talking about food?
I hung up on everybody. The phones have been lit for like 2 straight hours. I've cleared the lines because I just need to know if there's one person out there that did this.
They're not going to call. I definitely don't think that's a source of pride.
And don't fuck around. I really need to know if one person got the Taco Bell ring
Sam,
set.
could you see if they're added to rings, maybe?
Let me just get, it all comes in the one size. Calculating. Yeah, it's available.
They're available.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Crazy.
You get two. You get 2 rings for $25.
$24.99 for the 2 rings.
Ooh, what's that? Is it pure silver?
Dainty rings made from gold wire.
Isn't that the shit that like crackheads steal out of sinks to make they're like, I got some gold wire. I'm gonna make a fucking Taco Bell ring.
Gold wire
From some old appliance.
Yeah.
Some
We
old
melted
black and
down
white
the
TV.
Yeah, we melted down this VCR to make these Taco Bell rings.
So, all right. The other thing, save room for dessert. I was taking notes during the break, Florentine. The save room for dessert thing. You don't save room for dessert?
No. I don't save. My father-in-law said it one time.
Right.
3 years ago, and now all my brothers who are complete ball busters,
Sure.
even some of my sisters, I gave his cell phone out, and we just send pictures from any restaurant we're out. Hey, Rala, his name is. We're saving room for dessert.
Yeah.
And he's getting like 2 in the morning. Pictures are popping up on his phone. He's like,
Of a good
he's like, what the fuck's
pie.
wrong with this family? He's like, it's getting old. The joke. I go, until the day you pass away, we're going to be doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
It's never going to be old.
That is
funny.
just, she just barrage him.
Barrage him. My brother was in Aruba 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Hey, Rala, I'm saving room for dessert. He's just taking pictures of food, and they finished their meal. Just because he said it one time.
What about when you go to a restaurant and the waitress will make sure you save room for dessert because they have wonderful desserts at that place?
Yeah, and they say
They run down the whole specials and this and that and go, and don't make sure you save room for dessert.
We got
a lava cake that is to die for.
We have some flan that we made.
Right.
Yeah.
That is just to die.
So
Or they'll
make sure
say-
you save room.
They'll go, hope you saved room.
Yeah, but where would I save it? How do you save it? Tell me, is there a system?
You just purge in front of her. Can you get me a bucket?
I think you're okay because you don't use ketchup, so you might have a little extra room.
Right, so it's not, okay, yeah.
You're saving room with all these condiments you're checking off the list.
Really
Probably.
depends on how many anytizers you ordered.
Yeah, see, I didn't get any of that.
Yeah, if you ordered a bunch.
One
you-
less sanitizer, you might have room.
Right.
All right?
Can you
That's
see if
the system.
Anitizer has a trademark to it that they
Oh, it
trademark?
does.
It does.
Guaranteed. 100%,
It does.
yeah.
And then the other thing.
Because somebody's going to steal it.
Oh, you
yeah, somebody would use it.
Chili's looked it up and was like, damn it.
Damn, they thought of
These
Anitizers.
Applebee's cocksuckers are on top of their game.
B-dubs tried to grab it.
I'm sort of doing an Andy Levy here. I was taking notes. I
Are you
want to
doing a
acknowledge.
halftime report?
I'm going to acknowledge it's sort of Andy
Yeah.
Levy-ish. But then you did mention your father-in-law, Jim Florentine.
Yes.
And that he's like just an old school guy from Rochester that loves scotch.
Grew up in the woods in Rochester.
Right.
Has just like a part caveman.
Right.
So
That's why I love him.
He can dress a deer, probably.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's why my wife was attracted to me, because I'm like the dad. He's just he's cranky. He's just like,
What are you, a kid?
Yeah, exactly. He'll buy a gift for his wife, and he'll think it counts for like the birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day. Yeah, he'll give her a Home Depot gift card, even though he shops there. He's like, no, but you remember you said you like those
That
curtains.
planter. You saw that planter.
So I figured I'd get you the gift card. Like,
the house.
Yeah, it's for the house. So
I picked up that bag of soil last week, and I thought that counted.
He's the greatest. Yeah, so he does all of that
That's a
stuff.
flip side, right?
But then he saves room for dessert. He loves apple pie, all desserts, and then he likes chick flicks.
What?
He sits and watches like First Take, ESPN First Take, with them just arguing.
Right.
And like just watch. ESPN is on constantly. He's yelling at the TV. He's loud.
Right.
He's an Eagles fan, so he puts the fucking old Eagle helmet on or whatever, and he screams, "Hey, Eagles!" Like to his neighbors across the bay, and they fucking yell at him because they're Giant fans. He lives in Jersey, so he's just a fucking caveman. He's got no manners. I love him, but then he loves chick flicks.
Yeah.
Sweet Home Alabama is a good movie. That's a good movie.
The Notebook, for my money, The Notebook's one of the best movies of all time.
Sweet, yeah.
He's a Reese Witherspoon fan?
First Wives Club. He loves it.
Really?
Loves the dancing at the end, and then
With Bette Midler?
yeah, Bette Midler, Goldie Hawn, and
Oh, that's chock full. Diane Keaton.
Diane Keaton. Yeah.
Isn't that for like middle-aged women?
Yeah, even his wife is like, no, that movie's terrible.
Did you ever ask him where that came from?
The guy served he was in the army.
Oh, so he needs to get
Decompress.
He needs to get in touch with his emotions a little bit. He
Kathy
saw
Bates.
some shit. He saw some shit in the war, and now he's like,
That's what soothes his PTSD.
I got to let my emotional side out a little bit.
But he's not affectionate with his wife and none of that stuff. He's just, just.
That's so weird. That would be a great.
He's doing shots at like 11:30 in the morning with like Easter brunch. He's like, let's do some shots. He's at the bar. He's hammered by like 12. It's fucking. I love him. He's great.
Hugs
But
are
then, then he comes home. He's like, I just saw Les Miserables in the movie theater. I cried.
Anne Hathaway gave the performance of a lifetime. Don't look at me, you sissy boy.
He's like, that was a good movie.
And he knew, by the way, going in that he was going to like it because he went to see it in the theater.
Yeah, he saw
Like he
it.
wouldn't
Yeah.
buy a movie ticket if he didn't know he was going to enjoy that.
And he cried at it.
He cried at it. He said it was one of the best movies I ever saw. So his name is Rala, so when he told me that, I just call him Les Miserables now. And he's like, that's getting old. I go, no, it's not.
No, it's not. Remember the dessert thing?
Yeah.
Same
Les
thing.
Miserables.
Until you go.
That's the litmus test. If he says it's getting old, you know you're really getting to him. He's like,
Exactly.
it's getting old. And you're like,
It's not funny anymore. Yes, it is.
That's funny.
Oh, dude.
That's a strange combination.
Sweetheart, yeah.
But it also kind of makes sense. sense.
Why?
I think in a weird way it makes sense that if he's so manly that it bucks onto that side where it's something so girly. You know what I mean? Like, he's like watching 27 Dresses and then goes and fucking cleans off his war medals. And he's
like Love Actually. And then there's a chick flick, Pitch Perfect.
Right.
Which is just like
it's like an a cappella movie.
Yeah, musical.
It's a musical where it's about a cappella groups and they sing like contemporary songs.
I thought it was the baseball movie with Drew Barrymore and
no, that's Fever Pitch.
Oh, okay, I knew there was a.
Am I right, Roland?
I knew there was a rom-com with Pitch in it. Okay,
Pitch Perfect.
And Fallon, right?
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon, Drew Barrymore.
Anna Kendrick movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a complete chick flick, and my wife and her sister watch it, and he watches it. The father watches it, and they love it, and they got my son into it. And I'm like, I'm putting my foot down with a 4-year-old watching chick flicks.
Right.
No reason for that.
Radio's in my blood. It writes itself. Having your dad do chick flick reviews on this show would be amazing. How does he talk? Does he have like the I'm a man's man?
No, just regular. But
regular?
No, that would be great.
But how funny.
Yeah.
He would get so excited. He calls in with his chick flick pick of the week.
And he absolutely.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
We might have to do it next time you're in. We'll try.
We'll call him.
Yeah.
Even a list, top 3 chick flicks of the last year.
Or his top 3 chick flicks.
Of all time. I mean, that's a big list, though.
Can we call him Cold right now? Is he around?
He's not around right now.
Next time you're in,
next time we'll do it.
Sam, remind me.
Yeah.
We have to get Florentine's father-in-law on the line.
Holy shit, that's hilarious.
From being
Well, Roland likes them too, right?
You know what?
You love Pitch Perfect too?
Yeah, all chick flicks.
Yeah, but he's supposed to like chick flicks.
Why?
What's that supposed to
I
mean?
don't know. He's not slamming, scotch down or any of that stuff, right? Roland? I think you're onto something though, because this guy has a similar story in Kentucky. Bobby.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey,
Jim, man, this is crazy. Like, I can agree. I never knew where this came from, but my grandfather loves Dirty Dancing and just some horrid shit like that. And I never knew where it comes from. He listens to, like, Bryan Adams and just some real gay shit. I always knew, man, like, he had a drinking problem when he came back from Korea. And then sobered up 2 years after he got home, and then never drank a drop. And never talked about the war or whatever. Well, he had a few drinks one night and was upset because I enlisted in the military. And he told me that he was a tank driver and he was given several orders to drive through schools and hospitals and just annihilate anyone that was in his way. And it was just such a depressing story. He cried. I've never seen my grandfather cry. And, next morning he's watching Dirty Dancing and having the time of his life.
that is
crazy.
Maybe there's something there.
Yeah, there must be.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be. You're so manly, and you've been through so much shit that's just that's the ventilation system.
Right.
Is watching Swayze just twirl around, just being like, I guess this is gonna do it.
Roland's never been to war.
Turns
What's
out
his
Roland was in
excuse?
Blackwater. This guy's a merc. He's just been offing kids in Iraq.
Step on up, man. What is your excuse for chick flicks? That's a very good question.
My mom, as a kid, always took me to see chick flicks. She told me that these were action films. So she said you could come with me to the movies. So I got addicted to soap operas and chick flicks as a kid.
She said they were action films?
Because she said, yeah, I'll take you to see an action movie. And I go, all right. And then we see Out of Africa and all those chick flicks.
That's child abuse.
Yes.
You can't do that to your
There's
kid.
no action in a chick flick except for when, like, Julia Roberts trips.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they need a pratfall because there's no jokes.
It's the same as leaving your car. I fucking blew it. Fuck your kid in a hot car.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the movie
I had a
equivalent of
good
it.
line.
Yeah,
God
they-
damn it.
And I got hooked on All My Children.
Oh,
Pine
my
Valley.
children.
Yeah, Pine Valley and all that.
Pine Valley.
Yeah, that's where they all live.
What other movies did you see as a kid?
Every chick flick out there, from Barbara Streisand, Diane Keaton,
Did you
all
see
Meg Ryans.
that Barbara Streisand?
Wings?
No, she did.
Oh, no, was it?
With Seth Rogen?
She played the rabbi or something. It was years ago when Scarface came
with,
out.
with Nick Nolte. I think.
Yeah, young
No,
Nick.
it was-
Yenta or something like that?
Yenta.
Yenta. Yeah.
You saw
She
that?
saw all of them.
What about
So-
Beaches?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Beaches was the one I was trying to think
That
of.
was sad. I cried.
I don't even know what it
I just imagine young Roland going to school, talking to other little boys who are like, did you guys see any action movies? He's like, what about beaches? What the fuck is wrong with this kid?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. They're queued up.
Did you, when you went to school, did you talk about these movies with your friends?
I did, and they all laughed at me.
They laughed at you.
Yeah.
But didn't you tell your mom, like, Mom, can I just go to a regular movie? I want to go see.
Yeah, she goes, sure, and she'll take me to see like all the other movies, but I got hooked on chick flicks.
Yeah, because you to this day enjoy chick flicks.
I love chick flicks, yeah.
What are your top 3 best favorite chick
Wait,
flicks?
who's your favorite actress?
I love Meg Ryan. All
right.
I mean, that just said everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's. What are your favorite 3 favorite chick flicks?
Sleepless in Seattle, the top one.
I didn't mind that.
Yeah, you get
to be honest,
that's all right.
that one. If we're gonna be honest here,
And then
whatever. They get way worse than that.
Casablanca.
I mean,
Sort of-
you're going
it's sort of-
classics.
Yeah.
Right.
And I love Love Actually. That's one of my favorite ones.
Oof. My father-in-law likes that one too.
The face that Jim just made, it was like we were talking about terminal illnesses, and Jim goes, I
In
know a
between
guy that
shots
had
of
that.
scotch, he loves Love
All right,
Actually. Huh?
What are your 3 like guilty pleasure chick flicks that you like?
I'll probably see like Maid in Manhattan if it's on TV. I'll watch it.
Oh, J-Lo! She's a maid that falls in love with a rich man.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What's the third one?
I'll see Jerry Maguire every.
I mean,
Jerry Maguire's all right.
it's got football in it.
Yeah.
Once a month, I'll see Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire's a great film.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
But
Is
throw
that
another one out.
How bad do you wish you were?
Chick flick?
And,
really?
Oh, my best friend's wedding with Julia Roberts and Dylan McDermott. With the Cameron Diaz, she gets married.
Yeah, I know. The young Cameron Diaz.
Young Cameron Diaz, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Another one in there is.
Oh,
What about like Sisters of Traveling Pants?
oh,
The
I've seen that one.
traveling.
Yeah, you
I
got.
saw it, but it was okay. I mean,
Wasn't great.
no.
What about Bridget Jones?
Oh, I love
Diary.
Bridget Jones' Diary.
Bridges of Madison County.
That was so good.
That was horrendous.
Please,
That's fucking the worst.
I got.
These old people fucking.
I've told the story a million times, but I was dragged to it. Actually, with Anthony, our chicks brought us to this movie, and we're sitting there with our arms folded, getting really fucking mad. I'm like, couldn't you guys do this with yourselves? And then we could have went somewhere else and maybe went to a bar or another movie.
Yeah, and you had to sit there and watch. Who was in that?
That was Clint Eastwood.
and
It was his first
Meryl
movie that he
Streep.
did.
And
where he-
Meryl Streep.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Or Fried Green Tomatoes.
That's what Erock brought up
Bates.
earlier.
What about The Perfect Man?
I did see that one.
This is starting to sound like
What are
made
the
up
Sandra
titles.
Bullock ones that you like and the Drew Barrymore ones?
I love Sandra Bullock.
Miss
Which
Congeniality.
ones?
All of them. I'll see all of her movies.
Miss Congeniality?
I'll see them all, yeah. I go to the theaters and watch it opening day.
But now she's doing like awesome
Yeah,
movies.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about young. You were on board with the young Sandra Bullock.
From While You Were Sleeping.
I mean,
The
that's
Net. Yeah, I love her movies.
Do you want to live out like a romantic comedy? Is that what you want? Is that like one of the reasons you love them so much? Because you're like, man, I hope I'm in a situation like this where I fall on a train track and a girl falls in love with me. I know. There it is.
Somebody comes in and carries Roland out.
Sorry, Rob. Sorry.
Which Matthew McConaughey movie, romantic comedy do you like?
Oh, you
Because
must
he
be
did a bunch
pissed.
of them.
Probably the one with Kate Hudson, right?
Which
Fool's Gold?
Well, no, that was good, though.
Well, they teamed up a few times. 'Cause they had the chemistry.
Oh, shit. Which is the one with...
What was the one where...
it's with... I think it's... Failure to Launch.
Failure to Launch. He's going deep cuts.
Yes.
So you're mad? Are you mad that McConaughey's like turning a corner and becoming this like amazing, legitimate actor? Do you
No.
want him to go back to rom-coms?
I heard he might do one rom-com soon.
Oh, how excited did you get?
This is
Pretty
like
excited.
this is like Dixon the Heine. Hearing this is
He's like, it's like wiggling your butt.
what Drew Barrymore ones do you like? That
that's a very good question. Some of the Adam Sandler projects.
or she did some other ones. Which
Trying to remember the last one.
Boys on the Side?
that was more. I don't know if that was so much a romantic comedy.
Just a man-hating film.
Yeah,
I did enjoy 50 First Dates, though. I mean, for her rom-com-ish. With Sandler.
Sucked a dick. It's horrible.
Oh,
It's not that bad.
You fucking ruined our show.
You did 50 First Dates was good?
Yeah, that's
How to
funny.
Lose a Guy in 10 Days, though that's up there.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, it's a good guilty pleasure movie.
This fall, Roland works at a radio station, and he doesn't know that love is around the corner. You'd probably get geeked up for that, wouldn't you, if that was happening?
Where would the love interest come from? Another channel?
She works at a station that they don't get along. Love FM this fall. You would love that shit, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I go.
Hey, you might have tried to go down that road a couple times around here.
All right, so Roland, you see 10 romantic comedies in the theater. How many times do you cry out of the 10?
Well, pretty much 10.
10?
Well, if I get sad, well,
Yeah.
Like 10?
if they're really sad, I might shed a tear or two.
Yeah, but first of all, he has to stay awake for the whole movie.
So
That's
pretty
all-
much the whole so every movie you'll cry at a romantic
no,
comedy.
if it's not that sad, I'm like, eh. Oh, I just see that new one, but the cancer one.
Oh yeah. With the young chick in it.
Yeah, it has a weird name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just that one I shed a few tears.
All right, but with cancer, but like if the couple breaks up like 3/4 way through the movie, which they usually do you cry at that moment?
It depends if I'm into it. Then I go,
How heart-wrenching it is?
yeah.
Oh,
Really?
So you really love that heart-wrenching shit. You're a
Yeah.
sick fuck.
But
I
then,
think this is like the same reason that like Jim's father-in-law and like
Right.
that guy who's grandfather in the army. It's heart-wrenching for them, and they're like, "Ah, I can't! It's coming out of my face! God damn it! All the dead bodies piled up on my emotions. They're not holding it at bay."
but he understands the formula of the rom-com, and he knows they're going to bring it all back together in the end, though, right? So you're
Except
okay
for
with
the
the heart
breakup
wrenching.
with-
That was great. The breakup was great.
I love that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
because that was just basically them arguing the whole
Yeah.
time. It was a real.
Yeah.
It was a good ending too.
That was good though.
I
Yeah,
kind of like
Vince
that
Vaughn and
movie.
Jennifer Aniston.
And they didn't get back together, but you know it's coming. You know 20 minutes later they're going to get back together. Why are you crying at that 3/4 point in the movie?
because they put the close up to Sandra Bullock's face and you're like, oh,
Dude,
That was a brave move that they didn't get back together, though. They would have made
Yeah.
a shitload of money if they got back together in the end. But the word got out, it's a bad ending, and then people say, fuck that.
I just got done filming an independent movie where it's like one of the you would fucking love the movie that I just filmed. I am just a kick dog for 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah, and then we get back. Yeah, oh man, I'm gonna let you see it. You'll probably be the only person that gets to see it. I don't know.
I'm excited.
If this thing if it even sees the light of day. Oh man, you love rom-coms.
I love them.
That's great. What about
Did you ever go on a date with a girl and you started crying at the romantic comedy when you're watching it?
No. I'd think of something in my head, like something horrible. Someone.
So you won't cry in front of her, but if you're by yourself, you'll let it go.
Oh yeah, I'm by myself. I don't care.
Do you go to a lot of rom-coms by yourself?
Yeah,
And
He goes to a lot
because
of
of
movies
that,
by himself.
yeah, I go move by myself.
I go to movies by myself too, but rom-coms, I'm imagining you go, like, do you plan your whole day around it?
No, or if I go, I'll just say I'll go see a rom com.
Why do you have to go to a movie with somebody? It's the
Yeah.
dumbest thing ever.
You're not going to talk.
Of course not.
The only reason to go with someone is to talk about it after you see the movie.
Do you get napkins in the lobby before you go in, knowing you might cry?
No, that's for my butter popcorn.
Okay.
But do you get extra because you go, I might cry at it, so I need something?
Depends. If I know it's like an Oscar type movie, I'll probably grab
You'll
one
use your
extra one.
T-shirt or something, right?
I'll shed a few tears if it's an Oscar type.
Do you wipe it off like a pitcher wipes off sweat, where you're just going to your sleeve? You're like,
I think we're all in agreement here. You got to hand in your man card, sir.
I really hope it turns out that Roland's just like a cold-blooded killer, and this is the reason he's in this shit.
What about Sex and the City, the movies and the TV show?
I see a TV show. The movies are okay.
That's to say the TV shows are excellent.
Well, I mean, if they're on like on the E channel or Bravo,
You enjoy
So
them?
you'll stop for a Sex and the City episode?
or like a Bravo, like
Oh,
if
God.
marathon of like
You are quick
million
today.
listings.
Quick.
I'll just
You watch Bravo?
yeah,
What do you watch?
I can't.
on that?
That's unforgivable to me.
the $1 million listings like New York.
I like that show.
Yeah, I'm hooked on that one.
And I might
uh,
like a housewife or so.
yeah, those
Or
housewives.
two, I should
Really?
say. Yeah, I might.
I had a panic attack because in a hotel room in Philly, I rolled over on my remote and it turned it on and Bravo was on, and I was like woke up and it was like, I was like, I had no idea. It was like real, and they were fighting, and I was just like, ah!
You were feeling to see if you had tits?
Yeah, I'm like, ah! Touching to see my puss. Ah! And it fucking freaked me out. It really did, rolling up on that remote.
Oh, we have that to give away?
Yes.
We have to do it today?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Let's see. Notebook is the best.
Oh,
We'll
that
call-
is good.
we have to take a call right now, so you guys decide. Friend in the National Guard who sometimes just needs to get really girly and other times like a caveman. Florentine needs to call Pete Rose. I think we ran out of time, though. The Notebook is the best. Sex in the City, Man Card. What does? All right. Let's do this one. Danny in San Jose.
I got to know what he does to define him as a man after all the. I know gay dudes that aren't this gay.
That's good.
Yeah, how do you turn around, like, with that man stuff, you know? To go, hey, guys, I'm a man. This
Do you
is what
walk
I
out
do.
of a movie theater and go get fudge?
No, I go get gelato.
No, for example, like, Florentine's father will now go and just slam back some scotch after a good chick
Yeah.
flick. What do you do to go, oh, okay.
To nullify it.
Yeah, to nullify.
He'll go chop wood in the back. Yeah, oh yeah, he loves it. He's like, don't buy wood, you chop it. He's like, I never paid for firewood once. I just go around, I pick it up, and you chop it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I go to a bakery and get some desserts.
Oh, my God, I was going to give this guy $500. I didn't even care about his question. And then he hangs up.
Well, he's lost $500, so...
Can we just give it to a random caller as we leave?
Yeah.
All right. I was going to give that guy $500, but he hung up. We have $500 to give away thanks to Rush, a new original series premiering this Thursday. That's tonight,
Ooh,
right?
it's a good show.
Tonight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we thanks to Rush for giving us $500 to give away. It's their new original series premiering tonight at 8 Central, only on USA Network. We'll give it to a random caller right now.
I think what makes Roland manly is that he's willing to admit he watches chicks flicks.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty manly.
I admit I watch Bravo every once in a while.
I mean, that's, yeah.
$1 Million Listening isn't a bad show.
It's really good.
You're not going to get me on this.
I'm
on Team Jim with this. I'm gonna shoot all the joy out of this one.
And one of the guys is a fan from the Boston days.
Oh.
I happened to be looking at an apartment.
You motherfucker.
No, I was looking at an apartment, and he was one of the guys.
Yeah.
I didn't know the show at that point.
Oh, okay.
And then he told me, and I'm like,
Ryan?
holy fuck.
I thought
Yeah,
you
that's-
looked him up and saw that he was following you on Twitter, and you're like, yeah, this
Then
is
they were
fun.
trying to get me involved with the show because they thought I was like buying, and I was like, I'm not really buying. It was just one of those things. I was checking out this place, but because of that,
It's an
I ended up
awesome
watching
show.
the show.
Yeah.
Because if he's a fan, then I'm a fan right back
Okay.
Yeah.
quickly. So-
Good show. Ryan Louise Frederick.
Yeah, that Frederick.
Yeah, Frederick. He's from the top seller.
He's a character. He's a lot of personality.
I don't give a shit.
He has a lot of personality.
Never will
Dan.
I watch Bravo.
He gets sassy.
He does get sassy.
Oh God!
Don't cross him.
That's what they. That's what that whole network is built off of. Sassy.
He's got to be the kingpin of the gay mafia or something because he don't
Really?
fuck with him. Yeah.
He does a dinosaur dance.
So why don't we go home? We're gonna go home now. Roland, thank you. Appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. Florentine just killed it for like 3 fucking straight hours, man. Thank you.
I'm sorry to put everybody in a bad mood.
No, but now I'm going to have to submit everything by email every morning to see if I can enjoy anything. Like, Jim, what's your
No, hey,
stance on
whatever
video?
works for whatever, but if it works for you, if you like fudge on the road, if that's gonna happen.
It sounds like you're calling me a fag.
No, I'm just saying.
If you're on the road and you like a little bit of fudge and no one's going to know.
If that helps you get over maybe a bad set you had, you know,
Maybe it
all right,
does.
if that works for you, go there.
With that
Roland,
said,
he's got a lot of pressure booking guests, so he's
Yeah.
like, I got to go see Sweet Home Alabama too.
With fudge now.
it's all right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. Me and Jim Norton are here still for now, and we're trying to do like a lot of different shit because we can't just like make believe nothing has changed around here. And one of the things I'm thinking is to grab your fucking podcast and give it a nice prime spot somewhere during the week.
I would love that. That'd be great.
We're trying to figure out where it makes sense, but hopefully soon Florentine's podcast will be on our channel because it's fucking really good. It really is.
Thanks. Yeah, they play it on the weekends like every.
No, I know,
but yeah.
But that weekend shit, we just bury shit there. We want to fucking give it a nice spot. So we'll figure it out soon.
I'll do a whole podcast on fudge.
Oh, good. Good. With that said, you got your Unmasked with Ron Bennington tomorrow at 2:00 on Raw Dog. And then you got you're taping your live special soon. At,
September 13th.
Yeah, go ahead.
At the George Street Playhouse, New Brunswick, New Jersey. Go to georgestreetplayhouse.org for tickets. 2 shows that night, or go to the box office and get them.
Right.
And then this weekend, tomorrow and Saturday, Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club, Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
That survived, huh? Was it damaged?
No, they're about.
I know they're a little
like 2 miles off the beach, but the town is just slowly starting to recover.
Right. Yeah.
The businesses in the town, anyway.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And Dan Soder doing a great job as well here today. What do you got there? Next week at Comics.
Yeah, Comics at Foxwoods, July 24th to July 26th.
And I just invited these guys to the Montreal Comedy Festival on our dime, but you're both working.
Yeah. Or else I'd be up there
in a sec. Also, there was a question about On Demand. Travis gave me this note. The shows are listed as Opie with Jim Norton for now, so they're still on demand. I guess people are having a tough time finding them. Is that true?
Yeah, because they're going into the Opie and Anthony category and seeing that the shows don't update, but that's because...
Why can't they just keep it as Opie and Anthony so it doesn't fucking confuse everybody?
Well, I guess because Anthony's not here anymore.
So they have to like just completely wipe his name like he never existed? That's ridiculous.
They're Chris Benoiting him? That's a little unfair.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
So you can find it, though, with Opie with Jim Norton. Mm-hmm. Okay. All interviews are on demand separately, by the way. I didn't know this until yesterday.
Yeah, they've been doing that for a little while. You can get the interviews, like, if you just want to hear the Ricky Gervais segment, if you just want to hear the Pete Rose segment we were talking about, you can just look it up.
The Florentine.
Yeah, it's from today's show.
He's sitting right next to you.
Yeah, Florentine and Soder will be on there, too.
Separately or together?
I mean, we're on the show together.
Separate. We'll probably separate it so it was like just the Florentine part by himself, and then the next one will be Florentine with Soder.
Even though they were on together, let's make sure it's separate.
Just isolate my audio so I sound like a maniac.
Yeah, separate the track.
That's fine. That'll work. That'll work out great.
So you could search for just interviews under O&A interviews. So they kept the A there.
Look.
What the fuck?
If you know how to find Opie and Anthony on demand, scroll down one.
I never understood that.
And you'll see Opie with.
They had a problem with Anthony over one thing that had nothing to do with our radio show.
Correct.
So let's make believe he never existed. That's ridiculous. Yeah. What about all the great stuff he did?
Yeah, it's very, very dumb.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking change that. And also my YouTube channel, because we've been just laughing over this for fucking 2 or 3 days now. The Pete Rose stuff, I put up a bunch of Pete Rose videos, but there's an isolated one I just put up. I remixed it. It's like 20, 25 seconds of Pete Rose punching Jimmy. Please go check that out. I'll tweet it in a minute or two here.
After a joke, right? Like
After a joke, he got so excited. He turned.
I got to see this shit.
I'll show you as soon as we go off the air. But it was the way he punched him. He was so excited. It was like he was back in the cafeteria in high school. You know those jocks in high school?
Yeah.
Here it is. Show Dad.
Fuck, you know, I wanted to wear a nice shirt in here.
For Pete Rose?
What happened?
That was great. He zinged him. That's such a dad uncle punch.
I know, right?
Hey, you fucking kids.
It's been making me and Jimmy and everyone else that I've showed it to laugh our asses off. So I isolated that as just its own thing on my YouTube channel, Opie Radio. So with that, we'll see you guys. Thank you for hanging in there with us. Good room today. Jim Florentine in studio. Dan Soder in studio. Jimmy's on his way to L.A., so you're going to hear him all over the place in the next day or two. He's definitely doing Joe Rogan's podcast today. Then Adam Carolla maybe tomorrow.
Kevin and Bean
tomorrow. Bill Burr. And our friend Kevin Pollak as well. Are you guys in the Kevin Pollak movie?
No, I don't know Kevin Pollak.
Awkward.
So, starting to think about that fourth meal.
I'll tell you why it's awkward. It's all about comedy. Awkward.
I'm not in Voss's movie. Voss and Bonnie's movie.
What?
Their movie. I wasn't interviewed for it. I don't care.
They didn't interview you? You would have been perfect for that.
I know, but I don't know. For some reason they didn't. But
Wow, I wonder what
Not
that's
bothered.
about.
No, it wasn't anything like, he's not going to be good
So you guys
for
don't
it.
like each other.
No,
When
they
did that start?
Because they could have easily interviewed me and then go, all right, we're just going to cut him and go, look, we
But
had
they
to
didn't
cut
even
it.
interview you.
No, but I don't care.
I should know that. I've seen the movie probably 10 times already. I might be
10?
a producer on it.
Okay. All right.
I might be the
Maybe.
executive
See, then you had to set it. You had a say in it. You could have put in the good word.
I might have bankrolled the whole fucking thing. I want my money back. Ring, and you have the bell ring. Who would do this?
Nobody would do that.
Who would do
Even
this?
I want to meet the person that does and the rationale behind it. If it's not a joke, I want to meet the person that seriously was like, this
is there-
a good...
it can't be.
Hold on.
You know,
It can't
there's
be anybody
one
else.
person that's
Maybe
like,
one. Maybe
hold on.
one that his girlfriend, maybe they met at Taco Bell, so he decided to. But even that,
Get that Taco Bell pussy.
even the girl has to shoot that down. Go, that's fucking corny.
Right.
Or classless.
You know damn well Kristen in Atlanta thinks it's corny. We know that. She's like, I stopped talking about food. Get back to pussy.
Why y'all keep talking about food?
I hung up on everybody. The phones have been lit for like 2 straight hours. I've cleared the lines because I just need to know if there's one person out there that did this.
They're not going to call. I definitely don't think that's
Why
a source
not?
of pride.
And don't fuck around. I really need to know if one person got the Taco Bell ring
Sam,
set.
could you see if they're additive rings, maybe?
Let me just. It all comes in the one size. Calculating. Yeah, it's available.
They're available.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Crazy.
You get two. You get 2 rings for $25.
$24.99 for the 2 rings.
Ooh, what's that? Is it pure silver? or-
Dainty rings made from gold wire.
Isn't that the shit that like crackheads steal out of sinks to make it they're like, I got some gold wire. I'm gonna make a fucking Taco Bell ring.
a
with
gold
it."
wire.
From some old appliance. Some
We
old black
melted
and
down
white
the,
TV.
Yeah, we melted down this VCR to make these Taco Bell rings.
So, all right. The other thing, save room for dessert. I was taking notes during the break, Florentine. The save room for dessert thing. You don't save room for dessert?
No. I don't say. My father-in-law said it one time.
Right.
3 years ago, and now all my brothers who are complete ball busters,
Sure.
even some of my sisters, I gave his cell phone out, and we just send pictures from any restaurant we're at. Hey, Rala, his name is. We're saving room for dessert, and he's getting like 2 a.m. Picture popping up on his phone. He's like,
Of a good
he's like,
key
what the
lime
fuck's
pie.
wrong with this family? He's like, it's getting old. The joke. I go, until the day you pass away, we're going to be doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
It's never going to be old.
That is
funny.
just, she just barrage him.
Barrage him. My brother was in Aruba 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Hey, Rala, I'm saving room for dessert. He's just taking pictures of food, and they finished their meal.
What?
Just because he said it one time.
What about when you go to a restaurant and the waitress will make sure you save room for dessert because they have wonderful desserts at that place?
Yeah, and they say
They
hope
run down the whole specials and this and that and go, and don't make sure you save room for dessert.
We
got a lava cake that is to die for.
We have some flan that we made.
Right.
Yeah.
That is just to die.
So
Or they'll
make sure
say-
you save room.
They'll go, hope you saved room.
Yeah, but where would I save it? How do you save it? Tell me, is there a system?
You should just purge in front of her. Can you get me a bucket?
I think you're okay because you don't use ketchup, so you might have a little extra room.
Right, so it's not. Okay, yeah.
You're saving room with all these condiments you're checking off the list.
Really
Probably.
depends on how many anytizers you ordered.
Yeah, see, I didn't get any of that.
Yeah, if you ordered a bunch.
One
you-
less anytizer, you might have room.
Right.
All right?
Can you
That's
see if
the system.
Anytizer has a trademark to it that they
Oh, it
trademark?
does.
It does.
Guaranteed. 100%.
It does.
Yeah.
And then the other thing.
Because somebody's going to steal it.
Oh, you
yeah, somebody would use it.
Chili's looked it up and was like, damn it.
Damn, they thought of
These
anytizers.
Applebee's cocksuckers are on top of their game.
B-dubs tried to grab it.
I'm sort of doing an Andy Levy here. I was taking notes. I
You're
want to
doing a
acknowledge.
halftime report?
I'm going to acknowledge it's sort of Andy
Yeah.
Levy-ish. But then you did mention your father-in-law, Jim Florentine.
Yes.
And that he's like just an old school guy from Rochester that loves scotch.
Grew up in...
You said I was going to be in festivals, Rich! Oh, shit! Humana. The fuck? Nah, it'll do well. When
It's a great movie.
You know, I look like, I'm 20 in it because they filmed it so long ago. And people are going to see me on the street and go, wow, you look like shit.
God, what
no,
happened
I
in the
just
last
aged.
year?
This
You're
thing
really
was-
taking this Anthony thing tough.
Right. They filmed the damn thing 5 years ago at this point, I think. Anyway, there were a few other things that happened during the break. I really just want to go home, but there's too much going on here. We learned during the break about the Taco Bell ring set.
Jesus.
People are very mad that we went to the Liv Moss Taco Bell store and we didn't talk about the ring set. What is the ring set?
Well, it's like it could be a his and hers.
Who the fuck would buy this? Now I see what it is.
The same people that bought collectible plates.
You know how you got like those rings? I forgot what they were called, where you have half the heart and she has the other half.
Yeah, like a locket.
What are they called? Like there was a name for them. Whatever. Anyway, Taco Bell's doing the same thing here, guys, but she gets the taco. I would assume she gets the taco part. All right,
depending on how. Yeah.
Okay.
You give her the taco.
So you have the taco ring, and she has the taco.